Who did those numbers, mate? If you had told us 5 years ago that the same guy that built a 200 kilowatt WRX in his back shed is now competing in the Australian Championships in Newcastle, probably would have laughed at you, but here we are. Wet, cold, wet and cold. That's pretty much how it is. Australian Championships at Ringwood. Should be a mad weekend. There are some sweet cars here. Plenty of open wheelers and plenty of cool tin top cars, which is our category. Tim Blake over here. One of the very first meetings with us at White Line. Sweet GTR next to him.
RB goodness.
Never driven this track before, never been to this track before. Take it as it comes. First lap will be literally like a reconnaissance lap just to see how it goes.
High burst.
And then hopefully this afternoon and definitely tomorrow will be a much nicer day, but let's see how the car goes. I reckon you could almost drift this whole track at the moment. It is like wet.
Yeah, I think he's back down to it a bit.
Here he is. 2 runs in, very slippery, very greasy both times. Still learning the track. Car is probably overpowered for this track. Turbo's too big for this track, but we are still pressing on. Still going to be stiff. Isn't there just something about RBs that sounds so good? First 2 runs have been on the AO50s, changing over to the Avons now, which is like a full slick, very soft compound tyre, meant to be perfect for this type of event. Hopefully it dries out a bit, it's still very wet. If it doesn't dry out, the slicks will be no good to us, but play on.
From Avon that watches sponsor us.
Yeah.
Expensive tyre.
Hello. Run 3 done. First boost setting, Avon slicks this time. Rubbing the sidewall of the tyre, so we're just changing the camber settings now because it's just brushing on the inside of what's basically rolling the tyre. Put more camber in it to just let it hopefully grip a bit more and not roll the tyre off the wheel. Dean's got his very expensive chassis dyno tuning tool here.
Good job. It's a Stanley.
It is a Stanley.
It's not a Snap-on.
Yeah, if this is Jez, snap on, baby.
So,
Last run.
last run for the Saturday, and then guess what? We're drinking beers.
So this is run 4, the last run for the Saturday, and I'm calling it now. I haven't obviously seen the footage. Dean's in the car down there, and I would bet that I've seen him lean over and turn the boost up just because it's the last run.
12 seconds later.
Day 1 finished. Sniper 40.17. Currently first. Technically an Australian champion right now. Day 2 tomorrow. Tomorrow's meant to be a smick day, perfect weather, really nice and warm. The slicks should love it. Really turn it up. Let's see how she goes. Day 2, baby. Almost certainly game day today. Perfect weather. Sunny, dry, slicks back on, just a quick check over the car, clean the windows, check tyre pressures. That's pretty much it. It's definitely today's time to turn the boost up. Fuck it. Let's go.
Be a Commodore. Front diff. When it's four-wheel drive, it's totally insane.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, look at it.
That was fucking sick. That was
He has so much fun, this bloke. They call it a stretch.
Gnarly as fuck. That was so sick. Dean came across the finish line sideways, grabbed third gear when he definitely shouldn't have, and put his foot down. It's like awesome to watch. Scary as fuck to stand in front of. But we did a 39.8, I think. Definitely, obviously, our fastest time so far. Even Dean said there was times where the diff's locked up and clunky and catching and jumping a bit. So there's obviously time in it. And it's like the first run of the day. So, let's go. The important stuff here. Run 2, temperature wise, should be good to actually put down a solid time. Right, loosening the diffs to let it kick out a bit more, and we'll see what it does. Should be good, I'm very excited. So that was a 39.42. The record for our class of car is 39.25 overall ever. And at the moment, the only other tin top car, not including class, just tin top car full stop, is a 39.37. So 0.05 in front of us. It's an RS4. It's a very smick car, and the guy can obviously steer. Now it's kind of changed the game for what we want to do this weekend. We don't just want first in class. First in class will be sick, but first overall tin top car, that's the goal. So there's still some adjustment. We turned the front dampeners up 2 clicks in that run, so 2 clicks harder. Dean said it felt smick. It felt really good. 0.05 of a second is achievable. And we can fucking take it out. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So we're not clutching at straws, but we just looked at our turbo setup, and it's always worked. There's never been a problem with it, but it's just fed off this cold air intake duct down the bottom here. So we had this cover, which was originally sitting here. So we've taken that off now, which means when we close the bonnet, fully vented cold air intake, bruh. And weight reduction, bruh. 25 grams.
Easy.
Hot as blue skies. Time to turn it up. 39.37 is the time to beat.
Electrical. Oh, he's just falling off the throttle and hold down through the...
Last run, currently second in the tin top outright, first in class I think still. I think he's happy with the time that we've already got, and Dean's going to turn it up to max just to see what happens. Fuck it.
Well unloaded for Jonathan, thank you very much. Accelerated down to the kink.
Oh, he's not here. You can take the trophy for him. Well done, guys. Show me your little trophy, bud. It doesn't.
What is it?
It doesn't say number 1, but it is. First in class, second fastest tin top overall. That Audi RS4 beat us. Very fast car. But Sniper went perfect. Heaps of time and learning to be done. As far as damage, nothing. Probably next time, more suspension work. That's about it, really. The car itself is smick. Don't mind the duct tape by We are on our way to get beers. Thanks for watching.
Ever since you shut the door on everything we knew, you're too late for love, love, your true love.